Drop to throw. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. Here comes second down. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle. Taken in by Cooper. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So we'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to... It's week 12 of the NFL, and we get to watch Jaden Reed. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Saints and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing.
This is fielded inside the 5. Finally got him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Young. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the air, it's Young. Complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Now Young gonna keep it himself. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And
he's in! Bucky Irving! Touchdown, Panthers! His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That is a big gainer for the Saints. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. A tight end in motion now. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. This looks like a design run. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this ball intercepted by J.C. Horn. He gets 3. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Carolina. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Panthers move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown. Pass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? On the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw in the last possession.
This one is caught by Reed. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be brought down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Still first down.
Back to the air one more time. Now he'll run it.
These are plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
There's Evans. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. A double, and he's in. Jordan Mason. Good job. They moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the drive for the touchdown.
So often we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Irving. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. 2nd down and 8. Here's Young. His throw left side is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. try to pick up the first down with his own read. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run with Irving. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, they'll come up here, 1st and 10. Young. Pass pulled in by Irving. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
On first down is Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
His kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. It's complete to Evans. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. He's going to keep it himself. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. 12-10 was the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Skylar Thompson, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Starting with first and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Panthers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. On first down, here's Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On play action, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
We'll try the zone read on first and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Throwing on second down, Young. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Not exactly breaking news here. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Young. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Try to start on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on. Get after him.
Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he will score. New Orleans. It's still on. We're at the end of the tunnel here. Climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
But they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Little play with Young. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and 5. There's the pistol snap to Young. On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want. Like, this game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Throwing now from the gun. There's Evans. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. It seems like the fullback is kind of the last of the dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
And he'll be taken down. The game is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the outside and complete. And defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Still second down.
You can score on these guys. Move those chains. Keep them moving. We're rolling, fellas.
They'll look to throw again. He runs with it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. It's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. The tight end going in motion to the left. There's a run going left. Tough to bring down. Somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But the next best thing, no touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
1-6, not 3.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down. Back at the 8-yard line.
You can score on
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. And hold in at the 2. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line. Now or never, they'll win too much, and that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone.
Over once again. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. We'll go again here with Irvin. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Hill brought in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. He'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.